Dumbo is the latest attempt by Disney to turn an old animated cartoon into a live-action movie for a new generation. This one is directed by Tim Burton. This film stars Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, and some kids that I don't really remember. Holy shit. You know what, now that I think about it, you have Michael Keaton, who played Batman back in the day, you have Danny DeVito, who played Penguin, and you have Tim Burton, who directed Batman. Holy shit, I'm not entirely sure why I never made that connection until getting ready to shoot this video, but I mean, hey, the movie earned some brownie points for that. Dumbo is a movie that I saw as a kid. I don't really remember it as a kid. I remember Jim Crow, and I remember some stuff that happened. I remember it's a big old cute elephant that knows how to fly. Colin Farrell plays a soldier who's returning from war, and his kids work at the circus. Danny DeVito owns the circus, so Colin Farrell reunites with his kids, and they're all working at the circus. In the meantime, Michael Keaton plays the owner of another circus, a bigger circus, a more flashier circus, a bit of an asshole circus, if I'm being honest. Basically a circus that tries to act like it has big dick energy, but in reality they're kind of like assholes, so you know they actually have little itty bitty dick energy. In the meantime, Danny DeVito's is the circus that actually has the big dick energy, but on the surface it still looks like they have little dick energy, so you have competing dick energies in this movie. In the meantime, you have a really cute CGI elephant to keep you company, because the movie's called Dumbo, and so that's Dumbo. This is one of the rare Disney adaptations that I'm not like a huge fan of as a kid, so I actually kind of need the live action version, if for nothing else to like get me refreshed on the topic at hand. Off the bat, I can definitely tell you that Dumbo steals his own movie. He is the biggest star of the movie. He's supposed to be. I mean, again, the movie's called Dumbo. More importantly, Dumbo has the cutest moments. Dumbo's the most adorable character. Dumbo has the most emotion behind his character, or as much emotion as you can have behind a character that is a complete CGI elephant that doesn't really talk. It is kind of the easy character to root for. I mean, he is kind of like the outcast. He has these really big ears. Speaking of ears, I mean, I know my childhood was kind of messed up because my name's Hannibal and I was constantly made fun of as a kid because, hey, your name's Hannibal. Just imagine if you had to grow up in life with a couple of really big satellite dishes on the side of your head. Like, if you could attract cable with your ears. Imagine growing up as, like, Will Smith or Barack Obama. You just got these big old flesh eaters on the side of your head. You can literally hear everything. I'm just saying, it seems like a difficult thing to get through, so I really don't have much to complain about, being that my name is Hannibal. I will praise the direction in this movie. Tim Burton definitely brings his signature darkness and despair to this thing. A couple times during the movie where something emotional is happening or something kind of dark is happening, and I'm like, whoa, wait, this is for kids, right? If you're going into this movie and you're thinking that it's just going to be a Disney-created mandate and it's just going to be Tim Burton following the Disney protocol, no, it still feels like a Tim Burton movie, so that's a good thing, I think. The actors and the performances in the film all do a fine job. Like, they do okay. They do alright. I would probably say that Danny DeVito was surprisingly my favorite character, and he's exactly what you would picture Danny DeVito to be in this movie. It's Disney, so the visuals are going to be on point. The music, actually, the musical score surprised the hell out of me in this thing. It was actually a beautiful thing to listen to. The thing that you keep coming back to is Dumbo. Dumbo's the one thing in this movie that you're just like, I could watch Dumbo. I could watch Dumbo do whatever. I'm going to say something that sounds like a backhanded compliment, and I guess it kind of is, but it kind of describes my feelings on this movie. My feelings on this movie are that it's fine. It's alright. It's okay. It's not bad. It's decent. There's nothing that really stands out about this version of Dumbo other than Dumbo himself, and this movie kind of suffers from a structural issue. It suffers from structuring its story around characters that basically form the bulk of the plot, and these characters aren't nearly as interesting or exciting as Dumbo. And I get it, because it's like a human connection, and you need people that connect to us in our world in order for us to really give a shit. That only works if, you know, you kind of give a shit about the people, and this movie is littered with plots and characters and things that I just didn't really give a shit about, and I feel like that's a structural issue with the movie. I feel like they had to do it, but I feel like they could have done it in a way that made it more interesting. In that sense, this movie is a little bit boring. It does have some pacing issues. There are some things that they tried to throw in there to change from the cartoon that, again, some people are going to be on board with, some people aren't going to be. And that's a problem, because the movie's called Dumbo, and for most of the movie, it focuses on stuff that's not Dumbo related, even though Dumbo is a big part of the movie. It's honestly a hard thing to explain, but in the end, I walked out of this movie feeling like, that was pretty good, but, you know, nothing to write home about. Dumbo was a pretty okay time at the movies, and I'm going to give it a slightly positive rating in the golden age for Man of Steel. Those are my thoughts on Dumbo. Sorry I'm a few days late. I have a lot of other videos to catch up on in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel. Stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.